Welcome back to what is supposed to be the second episode of Gold Rush, but it's the first. The reason why it's the first is because the recording I made last night didn't work, and I'll get into that in just a little bit. But we're on day 2. We processed 1.5 cubic somethings of dirt, and we earned 0.14 ounces of gold. That was really just a test to show you how panning worked, but you didn't get to see that test. So let me show you what I'm not going to redo this because this early part is a slog and I don't really want to do it again. So you can see we have 11.087 of ounces of gold currently. That's all from nuggets that we earned while digging it up. Now, I have been using the manual sluice pan here, and I will show you how this works. So, you dig gold from here, you dig dirt from here, you put it in here. This would normally have water running through it, and it captures the gold flecks on these mats here. And please ignore the pauses. Gold Rush is not well optimized, and it does that frequently. So, fill a bucket with water. And you go over here, and you pick up one of these pans, or one of these mats, and you rinse it there. I swear I remember these being green. Mats and hog pan are full. You're losing gold. I know that. What do you think I'm doing? I'm cleaning them. I swear I remember these being green. Anyway. So what you have in that is essentially a bucket of pay dirt. There we go. So, this is all nice and clean. So, once you have your pay dirt, be very, very careful not to kick it over. You go to the pan here and drop the pan, pick the bucket up, and dump some in. Then you go over to the big barrel here, and you get some water, and you just sort of, ooh, shit, gotta be careful. I probably just lost some gold doing that. And once it goes down into the water, you can't get it back. Okay, so as you can see, the pan looks like a bowl of cereal after you've eaten Count Chocula, which means you've cleaned up everything you're getting, and you can see some nice little gold flecks in there. So, then you very carefully pick them out. See, as you can see, this is not a whole load of fun. Anyway, you don't actually pick which tool you use, it's automatic. So now, as you can see, this on the upper right hand side, gold updates real time. So I got just under, I'd say like probably about a third of an ounce or so from that, just under. Just roll that around a little bit, make sure you're not missing any gold, which I'm not. Then you just dump that in there. And then you do it all over again. This is, at least in my opinion, just so I don't get my buckets confused, this is probably the least fun thing you can do in this game. At least you know it's all uphill from here. So I'm just going to just be real gentle, and you can see, you can see the gold in there. So just be real gentle. You just move the mouse to do this. Okay, that should be good. Now, if one thing you'll notice on the far end of the pan, there's... I can't really point at them, but there's... well, I sort of can. Like right here. Supposedly what you can do is you can use that to catch gold flecks while you just pan the pebbles out, but I've never been able to get that to work. I find it's, you know, like I'm talking about right back here. I should have just put in right back there, those. I've tried to do that, and I usually end up losing gold if I do that, so I don't really ever do that. Now that's some nice, yeah, this is getting a nice, is getting a nice little yield here. Of course, this is nothing to what you'll get once we start using an excavator. Now, the one thing that was annoying about last night when I played is I ended up having to take a loan because I didn't have enough money for a $100 filter. Yeah. And the smallest loan you can take is $600. So I have a $600 loan that I am itching to pay back because I don't actually need it. I mean, I will want to take a loan eventually to buy an excavator, but I need to take like a, you know, an excavator's like I think $15,000 or $20,000. So yeah. I'm going to need way more than $600. But I took the smallest loan possible to pay the least amount of interest possible. I was $12 short. I was hoping I could take a $100 loan, but that is apparently not happening. Okay, well, we should only have to do this once more after this, then I will show you how to sell gold. And I'll also give you a quick tour of the, I will give you a quick tour of our plot. There we go. That's not bad. We're up to 11.729. Just roll this around a little bit. I make sure I didn't miss any gold. I did not. And the thing about this is, you can see the pebbles floating around down there, but as soon as you do this... oh no, the pebbles didn't despawn. Oh, there they went. If you were looking, you could actually see them disappear. They despawn really fast. So that's why, if you dump any gold down there, you're screwed because it's going to despawn. Okay, this is the last bucket full. That's maybe a little too much water. That's better. There is a much bigger plot with higher yields I can mine on the other side of this river, but not like this. There's no point in trying to go at that with a shovel. Ooh, that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, that was almost 1/10 of an ounce. Ooh, this last one's looking pretty rich. And I can see one more little tiny fleck hiding in there. There it is. Okay, that looks good. That's everything. That is everything. Okay. Alright, and just for anyone who's interested, I will very quickly show you how this works. So you go to this plot here, as you can see where it's this dark brown. So basically these are the borders here of this little tiny plot, and there's a larger plot over that hill there, which I will show you on my way out because we're about to go to town. But I'll show you real quick how this works. I'm not going to fill these mats up fully. but you take a shovelful of dirt and you dump it in there. Now, there's two ways to dump dirt out. One, you can right-click the mouse. Don't try and dump it in there that way or you're going to lose most of it. Highlight the shovel icon, press E, and it'll dump it in there perfectly for you. So, you just want to... Generally, I try and find... There's a lot of spots here where you don't have to move. See, and I just found a 77 ounce nugget. 0.77 ounce. 77 100ths. Okay, so... What you do is you fill this up. You don't have to do this. You have to turn water from a pump on eventually, but I always felt like, since it's a diesel-powered pump, by filling this up first, I'm saving some... I feel like I'm saving some diesel. So, you run over here, and you pull the cord there. And now, as you can see, water's flowing through it. And my big thing is, you know, shovel as fast as you can and see if you can beat the, see if you can beat it. See if you can keep it from completely emptying out from dirt. I don't know why. It's just you don't have to do that. It's just a little, oops, no dirt. Just a little fun thing I do, but I can see I am losing. I think it cleared itself out. Anyway, that's what you do. Oh, wow, that's a big nugget. That's what you do, and eventually you see those numbers above it. Those get to 100, meaning the hog mats are full and they need to be cleaned like you just saw me doing. Now, those nuggets, they don't come forever. They get larger as you go on, but they get less and less frequent as you go on. So, I mean, you know, when you're using the excavator, you might find a 6 or 7 ounce nugget, but you're not going to find very many of those. And I'm sure when you get the bigger machines, they probably get bigger. So anyway, you get an idea of how this works. It's not the funnest thing in the world. Like I said, it's all uphill from here. Anyway, I think that's a good enough demonstration. Okay, I'm doing one more shovelful, and I'm going to hope for a nugget. Come on, nugget. Yes! 1.65 ounces. Okay, that's a perfect spot to stop, I think. Now, I'm not going to bother cleaning these mats now. At 26%, that's just not worth it. The gold won't go anywhere. It'll stay in those mats until you clean it out. So, we're up to 15.585 ounces of gold, which, quick tour. This is our wash tent here. As you can see, there are more buckets and a wash bin in here. I put these here. These are two. Oh yeah, the game starts with these here, and I forgot it. I forgot that yesterday and bought extras, even though I didn't need to. Here's some gas I put in here for roleplay reasons. I know it sounds weird, but I don't like leaving the gas outside, even though from a game perspective that makes absolutely no difference. This is all here for looks. You can't do anything with any of it, which is honestly a little bit annoying. And this is your tablet. And you have transport, which moves machines between the place you purchase them and your lots. Old Glen Bank, which is a bank where it's the only thing I unlocked. You can reset your parcel to default, which I'm not sure what that does. That's new since I last played. You can add a machine slot on parcel, which costs money. You can order 20 drills, which I assume they drill out. You hire someone to drill for gold so you can assay the best positions. You can buy the plot, lease it, or just go back. Now there's several. There's also Rivertown, Pine Valley, Nighthawk parcel, and we're on Old Arnold parcel right now. It's free to lease, which is, as you can see right there. As you can see, if I want to go to like Rivertown, that's 300,000, or what is that, 12 million? No, 1.2 million. Or Pine Valley, which is just a little bit more expensive, or Nighthawk parcel, the most expensive, but as you can see, it has a very high amount of gold, whereas like Old Arnold parcel is low, medium, high, and very high. So basically, all it is all these are slightly more likely to have gold. It's easier to find gold. Now you can take loans, as you can see. I took a, I don't know why it says a $1,234 loan, because it's definitely not that, but oh, you know what it's saying? It's 120. I think it's 1234 after interest, which is 21%, which is why I want to pay that off as soon as possible. This is gold price. I don't know what it's based on, if it's random or if it's what. And you can sell your gold bars from here, though I don't have any gold bars to sell yet. Okay. You can shut that down. Okay, let's head into town. So we get in our truck here. And we wait for the textures to load. Start her up. Now I'm going to go to an external camera for this. So up here you can see all this wooden, like the wooden foundations. That's for larger machines. That's for tier 3 machines. If you go down in here, you'll see this is the larger one. This is the one where we'll be mining once we get our excavator. As you can see, it's a pretty large plot. And this truck is really having trouble driving over it, surprisingly. Oh, my tailgate's open. I mean, that does, from a game standpoint, it doesn't really make a difference from a gameplay standpoint, but I like to close it up anyway. So as you can see, it's pretty good. Now, the one thing I don't know is if the location of gold is randomized each game, because, like, let me go in here so I can look around. Like right over here, this hill that you're looking at, in my old game was very profitable. I actually rented a drill and drilled out the area to see. So let's head into town. Over here is the big green building, is a garage to store things in the winter so it doesn't break. Things will break if you leave them out during the winter. And right here, that's just the storage shed, which offers no protection. Right next to it, where you can see a dumpster, and that beige blobby thing is a cash register. You can sell things you don't need there. Let me actually just hop out of this real fast. So you can either sell things you don't need here. Like you can see, I tossed a sluice box in there that I don't need. Or if it's a bigger thing, you can drive it onto here to sell it. And that village up there is just for show. There is nothing whatsoever going on up here. You can come up here if you want. And you can see there are houses, which has windows you cannot look in. I think you can climb up this to get a good look. Oh, no, it's boarded. I mean, why wouldn't they let you at least climb up there? You know, you can go down, back around. You come out at the far side of the plot. Or I guess parcel is the term they use in the game. Anyway, I left my engine running, so let's get back to the truck. I can't afford to waste gas at this point. Yeah, that's just there for the fun of it, I guess. I don't know. Funny thing is, this is supposed to be Well, the funny thing is, there are no other people in this game. It's just you. I mean, there's the implied existence of people because you can take loans and buy and sell stuff. So, I mean, there has to be someone selling the stuff. There has to be someone running the bank. There has to be a blacksmith making your gold bars for you. I mean, there's the implied existence of people, but they don't actually appear anywhere in the game. And that's annoying. I mean, this is a licensed game, by the way. This is licensed to the Discovery series, Gold Rush. Haines, Alaska is where Gold Rush is set, or at least the first season is. I think they went somewhere other than Haines after the first season. I watched a little bit of the third season, and it's just pretty standard reality show stuff. I wasn't a real big fan. I don't even think I watched the entire season. Even on an SSD, it takes forever to load. Fuel is low. Is it really? Yes, it is. Should not have left the engine running. Or at least I should have brought one of my gas cans with me. Anyway, this is town. There's a stop sign up ahead. There's no enforced rules here whatsoever. Okay, so let's head to the blacksmith real quick. He's up this way. Love how much this game loads, huh? Gotta love it. Okay, so you run over to the blacksmith door here. Now you can do two things. You can sell your gold ore, which is at 40% of the price. So if I sell my 15.58 ounces, I'll get $7,500. What might be worth it, or you can also sell magnetite here, though I do not have any magnetite yet. That's later on. You can upgrade various things here, such as level 1, 2, and 3 time, cost, gold losses, and I'm not sure what max is because this is new since I last played. Alright, or what I can do here is I can smelt it into a bar. It'll cost $500, but I only get 5 ounces. Because there's loss, like they can't smelt 100% of the gold. And the problem is I only have enough money to smelt 5 ounces and it loses half an ounce. I'm sorry, I got that confused. See, I only have $500 and this costs $501. So, unfortunately, smelting is not an option at this point. Or at least it's not a cost-effective option. I mean, because what would I get for that 5 ounces? I would get about $6,000, I guess. Though maybe it is worth it. Because if I sell 5 ounces this way, I'm going to get $2,400. Because I'm getting 40% of it. You know what? It might actually be worth it. Then you can just sell the bar. Or if you just want to do no hassle, like I said, I can sell this for $7,500, though it's worth quite a bit more about that. Like 16, 17 grand, something like that. I'm not real great at doing math in my head. So anytime I do math in my head, I'm very possibly wrong. I don't know. Maybe this is worth it. It's going to take 15 minutes. Well, look, I'm still going to have 10 ounces of gold I can sell if I screwed up, so let's try it and see what happens. Okay, so that's every single cent I had. So the only thing we can do is stand around here and wait. Now, you see the word story flashing? That means there's a story element here somewhere. You have to search around and find it, and I don't know where it is. I know there's a way to turn story off. While we're waiting for my gold to be smelted, what I will say is this place is creepy as all get out. You have busted up, rusted cars here. This is the sort of thing I'd fix in Car Mechanic Simulator. You have a relatively nice looking motorcycle here. You have another busted up car here that is just ew. There's a sign welcoming you to Haines, Alaska. Gold mining capital of the world. I don't think that's actually correct. Man, it looks like that sun's getting low for it only being... Oh my gosh, it's 4 in the afternoon. We spent the whole day digging and doing this silliness. Okay. There we go. Oh wait. I need to... There we go. There is my gold. Let's get into the sunlight so you can see it a little better. Gold Rush, 4.5 ounces. Just toss that in there. No, geez, game. Here, let's just... You know what? I'm just going to sell the rest of my gold ore because I need money. I mean, I'm going to have to because I have no money, so... It's probably not worth playing this game. Yes, I am sure I want to sell it. Okay, so... Now I have $5,100 and I have that gold bar. I'm just going to run to the bank real fast and sell. That is not the X button. Okay, now the other thing you have to keep in mind is that things break. So I don't try not to run around too much with the pickup truck to avoid something breaking. I think since I last played, they added the ability to see part quality, so you know what's about to break. So this is the bank right here. There is absolutely nothing wrong with just stopping in the street here. This is not the bank. I went one building too soon because I'm silly. Or maybe not. That's not the bank either. Hear that noise? That's someone doing something, but there are no freaking people in this game. Not a one. Okay, let me just... Okay, now this is the bank. Anyway, like I said, just stop in the middle of the road, no one cares. Because there is no one around to care. This isn't the bank either. Where the hell's the bank? Okay, let me be very confused here for a second. Try and figure out where the bank is. Oh, here's the bank. Oh! I was facing the wrong direction. The one thing any of my friends will tell you about me is I have the worst sense of direction in the planet. Like, when we were kids, we'd go to a mall, we'd be walking one direction, we would go out of the store and I'd go back walking in the direction we came from, thinking it was the direction we were already walking in. Anyway, sell gold bars, so I can get another $5,000 for this 5-ounce bar, which isn't bad. Especially since I had to sell double that to get $5,000 from gold ore. So, yes, I am sure. So I'm up to that. So the first thing you want to do is pay my loan back. Pay off my loan. Oh my God! They charge you the full interest? Oh my God! They charge you the full interest even if you pay it off early. That's bullshit. That's... Oh, sorry. I'm trying to be family friendly here. Anyway, that is a lie. That is illegal. That is absolutely illegal. Anyway, I can borrow $4,200 now. As soon as I want $4,200, which I don't know when that'll be. So, let's hop in the truck here. That is so creepy. Just because it would be less creepy if there was actually people around. Anyway, this is the store. Back here you have replacement parts for whatever you need. There's that filter that I needed $12 for. Then there's the reinforced fuel filter. I don't know what that's for. Just a regular fuel filter. Reinforced tooth, that's for excavators and inner cog cover. This is all for machinery we don't have. You know, big water pump filter, water pump fuse. I normally don't buy any of that until I need it, though it may not be a bad idea to invest in a wheel and a battery for the truck. Because your truck is how you get everywhere. But that's not what I'm here for. So I don't have to pan gold, which I hate doing. I like buying a wavetable as early as possible. Now that is $4,100, almost $4,200 actually. And the problem is, if I buy a wavetable, and I will put one in my inventory, so I can, because like I said, I'm not good at math in my head. If I add it up in my head, I'll try and do it wrong. I'll do it wrong. That means I also need to buy a mobile generator. I already have gas for the mobile generator on the plot, so I don't need to get that. And I need a cable. I am going to, I think this one needs the smaller cable, the low voltage. So we'll buy a low voltage cable, or buy 2 low voltage cables because we're going to need them both eventually. And does this even have a spot for the high? Yeah, it does. But I don't think we need a high power cable just yet. Let me see if I can afford that. Ooh, just barely. Just barely. Let me 4523. Oh yeah. I thought I had $5,000. Never mind. I have 9,300. Oh yeah, that's no problem at all. Let's go back to the 2. Okay, so wavetable. This will pan gold for me. Thank God. And since we have some money, we'll also grab a, whoa, batteries. Oh, that's a reinforced battery. That's the wrong battery. We want a regular battery. We'll grab the battery and we'll grab a pickup truck wheel. There we go. That should be all that we need for right now. So that's 5107. You know what? I'm gonna just buy something you know you're gonna need at some point. So I'm going to grab this high voltage power cable as well. Just one though. I could also buy a light to let me work at night, but honestly the light's not really that bad. You don't really need that until you're using excavators, I don't think. So let's try and save some money. We have plenty of buckets. We have plenty of jerry cans. Probably what we're going to want next is this mobile wash plant for $57.60, but I also need an excavator for that. So we're going to stop by the big machine shop on the way back so I can, because I can't remember how much a small excavator is. I think it's like 15 grand maybe, but I'm not sure. Okay, so you order your parts. Check out the flickering light effect. I don't know if that's intentional or not because I don't see any flickering lights. Like, how can they not have a model of a person back here, you know? Like, I can jump back here. I can run around back here. Someone's bag is right there. You know, stuff the person maybe makes their lunch on the... I can get the cog cover through the wall. Sport bag. You know, there has to be someone running this place. Why can't you see them? This game desperately needs people added to it. I have mentioned that to the devs before on the Steam forums, and they didn't seem particularly interested in that idea, in the sense that they did not respond to my suggestion. Now, leaving that battery on the side would typically be a bad thing to do, but in this game, that doesn't matter. because this game has My Summer Car level physics. Let's put the big stuff in first, or next, I suppose. Put that there. Oh Lord, you know what? Good enough. No, I wasn't trying to open that, though I do need to fill that up. Yeah, we're going to close that so nothing falls out the back. And also, this game will not close the back of this unless nothing is touching it. So that's kind of annoying. Okay, so I'm a little short on time right now. Today is Saturday, August 1st, in case you're curious. And like the geek I am, I have D&D tonight, and that starts in a few hours, so I gotta watch my time here. What? This game doesn't have a throw mechanic except when it wants to. There we go. Now, the nice thing about this game, and this wasn't in the early version of the game, I've owned this game since day one, because I was so excited by the tech demos that came out, like, in 2015 or 16, I guess. You used to have to constantly stop the truck to get stuff out of it, but now stuff just magically locks in place when you start the engine. So that's pretty fantastic. Since the truck's low on gas, we do want to run to the gas station real quick, which, unlike with the bank, I am nearly positive is down this way. There we go. The one thing I hate is how whenever you stop the car, it starts rolling backwards and the camera swings around. That is very disorienting. Okay, so you say how much gas you want to put in. Fill her up costs $183. That's fine. And since we're here, if I can, I don't know if it's going to let me do this or not. Yeah. Here, I'm just going to fill this up. Come on. There. We'll just fill this up instead of using the jerry can. And that way, I'll have to come back into town less frequently. See, someone's ringing that bell. Well, not necessarily. It could be automated, I guess. Okay, let's head back to the plot and get our new equipment set up. Oh no, am I going to need another... Oh, I'm going to need another hose. No, wait, I have an extra hose. Okay. And you can also get water. I thought it was free, but you can pay for water from this, that water tower right there. The reason why you might want to do that is there's a big water tank, which you can fill up with the water pump if you want, but it takes forever. And it's cheaper. I mean, the diesel you're paying for costs less than the water at that tower. So, I mean, it's definitely money efficient, but in a lot of cases, it's just easier to drive up here and fill it up rather than waiting, like, I haven't done that in quite a while, but I think it's like 16 game hours for it to fill up completely. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're at 39 minutes. I kind of want to call it soon, but I also feel like I haven't done anything very interesting. It's more just showing you the game. And please excuse the rapidly changing frame rates. There's just no way to keep a high frame rate on this game. It's just not well optimized. I mean, I could have an RTX 2080 Ti and you would still get the rapidly changing frame rates. The game's just not optimized at all. Oh, and in case you're curious, I have a GTX 1070 Founders Edition for my video card, which even though the NVIDIA 3 series are being announced later this year, though I'm almost expecting them to delay that because no one has money to buy new video cards right now, or very few people do anyway. I'm almost expecting them to delay that, but we'll see. Okay, so drive over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is open this up, take you, and run you in here too, because this is the gold. This is actually called, I think, like the gold recovery shed or something. Gold recovery tent. There's a sign somewhere that has the name of it. Now you, I already bought one of you, and there is no circumstance where I'm going to need more than one of you. So we're tossing you in the bin. Oh wow. It's only 6:39 and it's already getting dark. I thought it was light year-round in Alaska. Well, I mean, I've been to Alaska, and I know that's not the case. Okay, we didn't need you, so let's just get rid of that thing. You don't. There's no circumstance, as far as I'm aware, where you need more than one, and they're not that expensive. I'd rather have the room. Now, that's not sold. You actually have to use a cash register to sell it, but the two things I have in there are going to be worth like such a little amount. It's not even worth my time to. It's not even worth my time to use the register. But I will eventually. Probably when I have like no money whatsoever. Okay. Now the one thing I don't like about this is it's really hard to arrange anything. There, I think that's good. Grab one of these buckets. I thought there was a spot on the bottom for the bucket, but maybe I'm thinking of a different piece of equipment. Okay, so what you want to do next is maybe turn your flashlight on. Pick up this, which is filled with gasoline. I normally put it... Whoops. I normally put it right here, though you can kind of put it wherever you want. See, 100% gas. Grab a high voltage power cable. Plug it in there. And now, as you can see, the cable lays down as you run, so I generally try to be careful with this to make it look semi-nice. Where does this thing plug in? Is it back here? Okay, we'll just drop that for a second. Where does this thing... It also needs water, but I have a hose. Where does it plug in? Is it the side here? I haven't played this game in a while. Where do you plug in, Mr. Wavetable? Huh. That's just me winding the cable. Why is there... Seriously, game, where is the... That's where the hose goes, but you definitely 100% need power on this. Oh, there it is. There it is. But I checked there and it didn't want to let me plug it in. Let me grab this real fast, and then maybe if I'm crouched it'll work. Oh, and also, in addition to playing D&D, I have an order in at DoorDash for dinner. Yeah, why isn't it letting me... Hello? I need to plug something in there. But it won't let me. That's really... Why won't you let me... I'm positive... It doesn't need a high voltage cable, does it? That's really strange. Oh well, we don't need it just yet, so let's... Oh, wait a minute. That is a high... Oh, that's the problem. That is a high voltage cable. Oh. Ha 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 ha. I messed up. Sorry, guys. That's a high voltage cable. That's why it's not working. Anyway, that's why you have to pay attention to this sort of thing. Now that that's here, let's just store it on the shelves here. You don't actually necessarily need the light in here, though. It wouldn't hurt. Okay, so hook you up here. Now, if I recall correctly, the mobile generator only has one slot for a low voltage. So I'm going to need to get a splitter if I want to hook anything else up. All right, connect that there and run that back around here and also in here and hook that up. All right, we should be good to go. The switch to turn it on is around the side here. So the only thing we're going to need now is some gold. Oh, I forgot to stop at the machine shop to see how much the excavator is. Well, I think it's like 15 grand. All right, so let's see. So we're at 44 minutes. We're getting to about the maximum here, but let's do a little more digging. And we're actually, you know what? I'm just going to cut the digging out, and I'll be back with you in a few minutes to show how the wavetable works. Yeah, let's do it that way. All right, guys. See you soon. Okay, guys, and I am back. As you can see, I'm about to put the last shovelful of dirt in to fill it up to 100%. Come on, Nugget. Come on, Nugget. No Nugget. Okay, I thought it was only going to take one more, but maybe it's two. Anyway, so it's now 54 minutes, so it took me about 10 minutes of digging to fill that up. Okay, so we're good now. Let's turn this off for the time being to save diesel. So, you don't need this anymore, but you are going to need this pan right here. So, just like before, you fill it up with water, then you clean the mats in it, and you get your pay dirt that way. Yeah, generally with this game, I try and optimize the positions of everything so I can move as little as possible, though unfortunately it's not always possible with some of this stuff. Okay, so you take your bucket of pay dirt to the panning tent. Just put that down there for the moment. Do not kick that over, or bad things will happen. This is probably going to need to be refueled soon. I do have some diesel in the tank, or in the tent. Start you up. Where is your start button at? Oh, right there. There. Now, this is filled with water. Let's get her turned on. There we go. Take this, put it there, dump it in, and wait as it... you don't have to do any tedious panning. Just let it run and wait for the number to count down. And you can watch the gold go up in real time. So we're at 8.7. It says 0.87 added. We already had the rest from nuggets. So That's the wavetable. Now, as I recall, early on in the game's lifespan, the wavetable was quite buggy, but I believe all the wavetable issues have been resolved by this point. Okay, so it's currently almost 10 p.m. in game here, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call the game for now. I'm going to call the video for now, I mean. And I'm off video. I'm going to probably fill those mats up another 2 or 3 times, and I'll come back with the rest of my gold, or with the rest of it going, and we'll go from there. And hopefully in episode 2 we can start with a small excavator and mobile wash plant. All right, everyone. Just some quick plugs here. I also have a Euro Truck Simulator 2 series that just started as of today, August 1st. There is 1 episode up. I have an episode scheduled for Wednesday coming up, which would be the 6th, I think. And I have one a week after that, also on Wednesday. That's episode 3, and that's scheduled to go up as well. This video will probably, the one you're watching now, I expect to go live on tomorrow on the 2nd. Maybe if I can get the editing done before D&D tonight, I can slip it in today on the 1st. I'm not sure. Not like anyone's expecting it, but yeah. Okay. So we are at 59 minutes. Well, 59 minutes recording, but I'm going to cut 10 minutes out that I was digging. So yeah, we're at about 50 minutes probably. All right, everyone. I will see you next video. All right. Bye-bye.